Williams, and I'm going to be your MC for tonight. Thank you so much for coming. But before we begin, I'm going to invite Mr. Boyce up to say a few words. So we have 3 speakers for tonight, and our first one is Jimmy Lau. So you may have heard the term hammerhead, usually applied to a hammerhead shark, but have you ever heard of a sneakerhead? Let's find out. Welcome, Jimmy Lau.
I am a sneakerhead. Wait, what? What's a sneakerhead? You mean like that? No, a sneakerhead is a person who collect, trade, or resell limited sneakers as a hobby. You might think, that must be a very expensive hobby. Not exactly. Even though the price of the pair of limited sneakers is high, the potential value of it is much higher than the price. Supply and demand, this very basic economic concept, create the whole sneaker industry. In 2016, the sneaker industry was about $1.2 billion. So, as you can see, my senior project is something related to sneakers. And before I talk to my actual project, I want to share the story of how I become a sneakerhead. On December 2015, I purchased my first pair of limited sneakers called Adidas Yeezy Boost. I didn't wear it, instead I sold it and made a total profit of $800 out of it. And just one pair. After that, I started my own business as a sneaker reseller. And during last year, I have sold more than 20 pairs of limited edition sneakers and have made about $2,000 in profit. But why? Why people are willing to pay that much for a pair of sneakers? Because for the brand, sneakerheads are a very important demographic. These are the tastemakers. These are the Apple fanboys. Because who else is going to buy a pair of $10,000 Back to the Future sneakers? $10,000, yeah. And this trend hasn't stopped yet. And now there's a new type of sneakers called Adidas Yeezy Boost, which redefine what limited sneakers are and change the market completely. Yeah, I have one of those. So, the sneaker reselling market is an excellent way for teenagers to invest their money. It only takes about 5 minutes every day to get the research and about 10 minutes to purchase the sneakers. But is it fair to the customers? Is it an ethical behavior to resell sneakers? Don't worry about it. My research paper talked about the moral issue behind the sneaker industry, and I would like to share with you if you are interested in it. So, what did I actually do for my senior project? Check out with your face? It seems out of topic of sneakers. Not exactly. As I was trading and reselling sneakers, I found out that the online sneaker market has a big issue which makes the competition unfair. Some sneakerheads use a system called bot to purchase the sneakers on different websites. What's a bot? Bot is a short term for robots, and they are programs that are operated by people to check out sneakers for them. Bots can check out sneakers in less than a second, which makes the competition unfair for the customers. So, for my senior project, I want to employ the facial recognition technology to the online checkout website to prevent bots and create a fair sneaker market. Basically, check out with your face, like that. At first, I was thinking to contact companies that already have this technology and try to persuade them to use it in the checkout system. But it turned out that I forgot I'm not the CEO or anything. I'm just a senior from the high school. Who else will listen to your kids from high school? Nobody. But at the same time, I find my mentor, Mr. Bruce Cronin. And after first meeting with my mentor, Mr. Cronin, we decided to build a facial recognition system by ourselves. Wait, build a facial recognition system by ourselves? Oh, at first that sounds impossible to me since I have zero experience in programming. But I have to give a try. So I started learning programming online. I started learning the very basic stuff like HTML, the structure, CSS, the style, and the JavaScript, the behavior. With Mr. Cronin suggests, I started to learn PHP, which is a programming language for website development. And after that, I started to learn the basic concept of facial recognition, which is a process of recognize certain patterns based on the certain algorithm. And during this process, Mr. Cronin and I met every week at BeWell, and we basically exchange our ideas and plan for the next coming weeks. So what's really hard about programming is that it's really hard to find the exact solution you want. We're now living in a huge information age, and we have to face numerous information every day through our phones, through our laptops, through our TV, and it is crucial to find the information you want and to execute it. Just like my mission statement said, be efficient. But near the beginning of April, I was stuck in programming, and I couldn't find a solution by myself. So I took a step back and started my service piece. Since my project is something related to sneakers, I decided to hold a shoe drive. It turned out that the outcome is much better than I expected. We gathered a total of 160 pairs of sneakers with an expected value of over $3,000. Thank you. The sneakers will be distributed to developing countries to change people's living conditions. This means a lot to me, and this means a lot to the people in the developing nations. I dedicated a lot into my project. It is not because that I love programming for no reasons. I'm not that kind of boring guy. The reason is that I want to make a difference. I saw a problem existing in the sneaker market, and I want to fix it. Due to the unfair competition created by bots, also known as robots, the sneaker market has been in chaos for more than 30 years. More than 1,000 people were killed over sneakers each year, and theft over sneakers happen every single day. And that's why I want to create a fair environment for every sneakerhead in this world. And that's why I create this facial recognition system. With senior project, I changed my mind to major in computer science instead of business in college, or maybe I'll major both of them. And I highly suggest the fellow students to take senior project. Do whatever you like, but don't try to be a programmer, because it's a lot of works. Just like my mentor, Mr. Cronin, said, building a website is like putting pieces of Lego together. The website doesn't just pop out from nowhere. Wait, sorry. Oh, sorry. The website doesn't just pop out from nowhere. It is built piece by piece, step by step. Sometimes you can't find the exact Lego you want, so you have to create one by yourself, or you have to change the shape of it by yourself. And after find all the Lego pieces you want to put them together. And then you will have a finished project that you wanted like that. So, without further ado, it is time to share you guys what my actual project is. And now I'm gonna do a demonstration on how the facial recognition system works. I'm just gonna set on my laptop real quick. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with the Lego pieces every day. If you can read it, that will be fine. If you can't read it, that will be fine too. I will explain it later. So as you can see, it is very hard to build a website. So I'll just quickly show what I have done here. It's just a lot of stuff and overflowing and yeah. So you might not understand this, but let's go to the actual website that I built. Boom, now you understand it. This website that I built is called Jimmy's Sneaker Store. I simulate the Adidas checkout page, and as you can see here, it's Adidas website by Jimmy Lau. So you have a pair of sneakers here, and it's a limited sneaker, so everybody wants to get it because it have a high potential value. So let's say we're able to get to this page, and we have to select a size. My size is 11, so let's say we're gonna select 11 here. But now you want to just jump out to checkout page, and if I click checkout, nothing will happen. Why? Because you haven't recognized it is a face yet. So what I have to do here is I have to take a selfie and to recognize that I'm an actual human being. So let me take a selfie real quick. All right, and we take it, we upload it, and then the file will be here. That's the picture that I just took. And then with a picture of you after you click the checkout button. Boom, we made it, checkout successfully. This is not just about sneakers. It is about the whole online checkout system. This technology can be applied to almost all the online shopping websites, such as Amazon, eBay, or Ticketmaster. With facial recognition technology, you can log on to your account without typing your password. You can buy items from Amazon by just taking a picture of your face. It is amazing that our body is unique from each other. And not only our faces, our fingerprints, our voice, our body movements are unique from each other. And those features can be used to identify ourselves. It is called biometrics. What if in the future we don't have to wait in a line in Bing Hall to swipe our ID, but to swipe our face instead? What if we can buy a drink from Wawa by simply using our voice? You might think this is beyond our imagination, but right now Amazon already created a self-checking grocery store called Amazon Go, where you can just pick out whatever you want and just walk out the door. The technology will automatically check out for you. So, our future is bright. This could be revolutionary, and let us not fear, but embrace the future. Thank you. Thank you. Is there any questions? Yes.
I have a question. First of all, my son is a sneakerhead. He actually got a pair of Yeezys, beating the boss. So, but I have a question. So, you did the picture, the selfie. What's to stop the robot to holding up a picture of you, say, Jimmy, and so it captures the picture?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So the question is, what if the boss can just take a picture of mine and pretend to be me?
Yes, pretend to be the person.
The question is, the website I built is not perfect. It's still missing one piece of Lego that connect two parts together. I still miss that part. But once I complete my whole Lego structure, you have to take a picture of yourself live, and then the picture will directly go to the checkout facial recognition system, so the boss can just put out a random. Yeah, so the boss can cheat. Is that kind of answer?
Answers, yes.
All right, thank you. Is there any questions? Yes, Tara.
About how long total did you spend on your project?
Oh, the question is about how long I spent on my project. The answer is more than 200 hours. Maybe 250. Yeah, about that.
Wow.
Yeah, did that answer? Yes.
How many lines of code did you end up writing?
How many lines of codes did I end up writing? Nice question. The answer is thousands of lines. I didn't write it hand by hand. Sometimes I copy and paste, but I have to change something by my own. So kind of I write myself like 2,000, 3,000. I don't know how many, but it's a lot. Does that kind of answer your question? Is there? Thank you.
Our next speaker has loved dance ever since she was little. Oh, I'm so sorry, my bad. It's an intermission. There's a 5-minute intermission. There are snacks in the back hallway and graders. The portfolios and the mission statements of the speakers are up here, so feel free to look at them. Please don't bring food or drink into the auditorium, and go have fun.